friends, and welcome to The Simple Sober Life. I am Joshua, and I help others make simple changes to create a life of awesome. Welcome, my friends. I hope you enjoyed the last video of my first day in Savannah. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making it, because I had an absolute sober blast. Savannah is such a cool town. The downtown area is so filled with history and food and culture, and there's something for absolutely everyone. Well, last night I went to bed pretty early. I got back to the Airbnb about 7:30, edited a video, and popped on some Netflix, watched The Office, and literally fell asleep while I was watching it. I was so tired. But today I was up bright and early. I was up about 4:15 or so. Even on vacation, my body doesn't let me sleep in. And started working some more on my book, which is great. I only got a couple pages done, but that's okay. We're taking it easy. It is vacation after all. And we are heading to Tybee Island. Now, Tybee Island is a small island right off the coast of Savannah. I've had family members go there for vacation and things like that, but I have never been. Now, some of the restrictions in Georgia, while they have been officially removed, a lot of the businesses have decided to remain closed until they deem it safe to remain open. Restaurants are generally takeout, and from what I understand, I was talking to a gentleman yesterday, and he said you can go to the beach, you just can't sit on the beach. You have to apparently be remaining active at all times. So we'll see how that goes. I'll probably just wander around for a little bit and then see what else I can get into around the Savannah area. An awesome follower on my YouTube channel mentioned that they have a great hiking area not too far away. So I might check that out. But there are definitely some landmarks and things in the Savannah area that I want to check out. I still want to contact the ghost tour people to see if they're giving any tours. Even if it's a walking tour, I think that would be awesome. Savannah is one of the most haunted cities in the country, and so why not, right? But anyway, I'm going to focus on the road. I had to close my Waze app to do this portion of the video, and I have no idea where I am. So I better check that out so I don't get totally lost. All right, my friends, I'll check back in a bit. Nestled at the very back of Tybee Island at the very end is this cute little beach town with a bunch of little shops, some boutiques, some restaurants. I saw a place that served nachos and dogs, some burgers and fries. Of course, beachwear. Can't go to the beach without your favorite beachwear. Cute little beach town. It kind of reminds me of some of the beach towns in Florida, Sanibel Island and things like that, especially down in the Keys. know about you, but I don't think there is anything more relaxing and anything that will just set the mind free and give you the opportunity to let things go than a walk on the beach. And Tybee Island is perfect for that, especially right now. You don't have to walk over any sunbathers. You don't have to walk around many kids. You know, it's just a nice, calm atmosphere right now. The sand was perfect, very fine. You know, I got to see a couple of critters along the way. Unfortunately, they had been washed up out of the sea, and so they're probably not as happy to be there as I was. So I've got about an hour left on my parking time. So I'm just gonna walk around and enjoy this beautiful beachfront community. I happened to wander into a little souvenir shop, and you know, I'll look around once in a while, but I rarely ever buy anything because I don't like a lot of clutter. I don't like a lot of crap just laying around the house. But I did find this and I got it for Callie, my 2-year-old niece. She's absolutely loves sharks. I saw it. It has a little baby shark on the side. She's gonna flip when she sees this. I'm super excited to get back and give it to her. Now, there are definitely some pros as well as some cons to going on vacation during a worldwide pandemic. Some of the pros include there's no traffic. I don't have to wait for anything, and it's kind of nice. You know, I get to get around. I don't have a lot of people, you know, to bump into, or I don't have to worry about, you know, a lot of that, which is great. Some of the cons, just about everything is closed. You know, there's a bunch of different things that I wanted to experience, some foods I wanted to try, like this one called the Pig and Shrimp. And it's a little shack, it's a cheeky little place that serves po' boys, some platters and things like that. Just seemed like a cool island thing to check out and to experience, and it's closed, unfortunately. So I'm going to head back into Savannah and see what I can work on, because it's about lunchtime. I skipped breakfast and I'm a little hungry. So we're gonna head back across the bridge and into Savannah, probably walk around some other touristy things. I did check on that ghost tour, and unfortunately, they're closed as well. So I'm not gonna be able to do that. But that gives me all the more reason to come back. And I am loving this area so much that I definitely want to make sure that I do a return trip so I can experience all the cool little nuances that make this city so awesome. I was on my way back to Savannah to grab some lunch, and I saw a sign for Wormslow Historical Site. And that was one of the things on my list of stuff to do. Now, I'm not exactly sure. I pulled in through the gates and all of the parking spaces were blocked off. So I'm not exactly sure if I'm supposed to be driving down here or not. But this site has this entire line of oak trees along the road, and you can see the moss pouring down from these oak trees. It's actually been used in a lot of movies and things like that, but just look at how awesome and how cool this entranceway is. I wish I had a driveway up to my stellar mansion lined with oak trees and moss hanging from it. Now, could you imagine coming down this road in your horse-drawn carriage, ready to attend an extravagant party at some sort of plantation? I think I could. Now, this Oak Avenue that we just drove down is 1.5 miles long. And the land, 500 acres of it, was leased by one of the original settlers in Georgia. So I'm gonna take a look around. Looks like a great outdoor space to just kind of chill, watch or listen to the wind blow through the trees, and really get out in nature. I'm gonna see if the visitor center is open. I kind of doubt that it is, but we'll give it a shot. You know, every once in a while, it's so nice to just get out and be with yourself. I was a little nervous about this vacation starting out because, well, I'd never gone on vacation all by myself before. So this is a new experience. And while I do miss having the interaction with, a loved one or a friend, and experiencing these experiences with someone else, being here at this plantation, this historical site, and just sitting alone, listening to the breeze through the trees, and just kind of letting my thoughts kind of seep out of my head is a very cool experience, and kind of makes me realize that I don't do this nearly enough. So I think from now on, I'm going to take a week's vacation every month. Big Work would be okay with that. I'd be okay with that. I think I'd be all right with that. So these are the ruins that are left behind at Wormslow. Not quite the manner I thought it would be. I expected, like this huge, massive pile of rubble, remnants of, a big plantation home. Not that at all. Seems really cute, as a realtor would say. But apparently it was a 5-room home. Those rooms would have to be really, really small. And as you can see, yeah, they were crazy small, like the size of a closet. Hey. As I was walking through the wooded area, I stumbled upon this huge opening of wetlands. And you can see the grass come up, and apparently the tide affects, the water level and things like that. But fish and shellfish actually come here, reproduce before going back out into the rivers or the ocean, which is very cool. I did not expect to see this in Georgia, although it does kind of make sense. We're right on the coast. I haven't seen anything like this since I left Florida. And so, you know, it kind of takes me back to, you know, the wetlands down there and the swamps and the marshes and things like that. As long as a gator doesn't pop out, I think I'll be able to contain myself. I made it back into Savannah and it's about 2 o'clock. I still haven't eaten lunch yet. I'm trying to decide what I'm gonna do about that. But look what I found. Leopolds! So this was the ice cream shop that I tried to go to yesterday and they were totally closed. But I just happened to be driving by because I'm thinking about trying that Leopolds place just to try something new. And there were people outside of the shop, you know, who already had pre-packaged ice cream. So I am going to get to try and figure out why this ice cream shop is on every to-do list for Savannah. So I'm gonna find a park, probably perch up there for a minute, have some ice cream, and figure out what I'm gonna do for lunch. Well, it certainly didn't take long to find a park. About a block away, I found Forbes Park. And it, again, just like some of the other ones, it sits literally right in the middle of all the action. I love that, you know, all these little parks dot the downtown area. It's very, very cool. This is Forbes Park. So I'm gonna sit down on a bench and enjoy my ice cream. Now, I got butter pecan ice cream from Leopolds. And they're they're selling these little 1-scoop cups. And I'm trying not to dribble all over myself. But butter pecan. It was actually Ryan's favorite, and that kind of popped out at me. But I always enjoyed it as well. Ah! Crap. And I did dribble on myself. Can't take me anywhere. That is really good. It's got a velvety creaminess to it. That butter and the pecan flavor really mix well. I'd say that is some pretty good ice cream. Definitely try out Leopolds when you come to Savannah. So after my delicious ice cream, I decided to just kind of wander around. I'm heading up from the river rather than going back down. So I want to go to the Cathedral. Apparently there's a big cathedral down here, and you know, I love architecture and things like that. But along the way, I found this really cool cemetery dedicated to, it says, in memory of patriots of the American Revolution. So this has got to be filled with history. So I'm just going to take a quick walk through. Now it is under construction right now. Hopefully they're not awaking the bones of our ancestors. But right off the bat, we can see a pretty cool tomb for some guy named James Hunter, and that dates back to 1839. And this graveyard is dotted with tombs and gravestones. Look, this one goes all the way back to 1735. That's pretty cool. They got a bunch of, I guess, I don't know exactly what you would call them, above ground crypts or tombs or... Here's one from 1818, a Gardner tuft. the famous ones, or maybe the generals, are denoted by big plaques. Here's one for Archibald Bullock. A vault. I guess that's what you would call it, a vault. But here's a cool little, wow, that's beautiful. Button Gwinnett, made of marble. Huh. Well, I'm gonna wander around here for a minute on my way to the cathedral. So this is the Cathedral of St. John the Baptist, one of the largest in Savannah. And I think I read online that it has 52 stained glass windows on the inside. I might try and sneak in for a peek if it's open. That is a beautiful, beautiful cathedral. It appears that you need a giant key to get in. They might be doing some construction, but there is an open door, so I'm just kind of peeking in just a bit. But you can see some of those stained glass windows in the, whatever you would call it, the chapel. I'm here at Parker's Market, and by the locals, it's known as Fancy Parker's. This was one of those places that was on one of those things to do, things that you must do. And I happened to just kind of stumble upon it. I'm just kind of wandering around in the city right now. So still haven't eaten lunch, so maybe I'll find something in here. Oh, this is a cute little store. It's really small. Just one of those quaint little local stores, local grocery stores. Almost like a Trader Joe's on a mini scale. It looks like they have Georgia peach cookies, chips and snacks. They got little pre-made sandwiches and whatnot. They've got a deli. They got pizza. All right, I might grab something here. Hold on. I just fed a squirrel a peanut butter and Reese's cookie.